Jeez. Hey, what's going on, y'all? Jesse James with Black Fork Lawn and Snow. Just picked up a GoPro and bought some other cameras too. So I'm trying to work on getting some better videos, and obviously still trying to get better at the podcast and all that good stuff. So everything's coming together. But we had some rain day today. It got rained out yesterday. Got rained out yesterday, got rained out again today. It's the longest I've ever been out of work. And weather's just holding me up. So I've got some mulch being delivered right now. I'm gonna go back and make sure all my mulch is there, or that's already paid for. And I got a job that I'm gonna do for my uncle, so I'm gonna try to get that done today. Test out this GoPro, and I got a couple more coming from Amazon. So we're gonna see how it goes. All the lawn care guys are out this afternoon. I mean, I probably shouldn't have canceled it all day. It was just so wet this morning. Yeah, I don't know. Y'all know how it. I mean, what do you guys do? Do you guys wait and just work later on in the afternoon, or you just cancel for a whole day? Because I'm starting to think that maybe I should have not canceled it. Yeah, look, them guys are down there mowing. Everybody's out there mowing, and it's 4 o'clock right now. So everybody's backed up, but them guys are out there hustling and grinding them, and I canceled it. I canceled the day for everybody. So we're just gonna have to work a little bit harder to get caught up. So, and the question is, excuse me. And the question is on this. This is how I have my mulch delivered. I have about 10 to 12 yards delivered, usually about every week, somewhere around there, and I'll just work out of it. But if it's any more than that, or like maybe like if I have like a 5 yard or 4 or 5 yard job that's kind of bigger, I'll have them deliver it to the job. But this is how I do it. How do you guys do it? Drop it down in the comments below. Let me know how you guys have your mulch done. If you guys have it delivered, if you use out of it, let me know what's up. All this old weed nastiness out. Putting down some fresh mulch. Spray a little killer on there. Go through here. Got a little bit more I got to pluck out. Clean it up. And then over here, my rototiller. Where it's spring, where you pull start it, it needs re-spooled. So I got to mess with it tonight. But it's hard to get on there because it's pop riveted in there, and I don't know, I just got to mess with it. But I'll show you what we got coming here. The idea is take a cultivator or my rototiller or something and kind of just bust all this up, get all these weeds out of here. But I'm gonna spray a lot of this today, try to kill this and see where we're at. And then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna replace this old fence line here. So, lifted that apple tree last year. Still needs some work to it. So we're gonna take the cultivator or rototiller or something and bust all this up. Alright, that looks a lot better. And I sprayed a whole bunch of Roundup inside underneath that fence and try to kill all that big tall grass. Because I'll be coming back, I'll be doing that. Like I said, fixing that fence. I'm also going to be doing some pressure washing. See that barn? Where all that algae's there, and it's also on the side of this house. I'll show you. See where it's a little bit on the side of the house? That's all got to come down too. I cleared this whole thing out this winter. Sorry about that wet noise, but I cleared this whole thing out this winter. I'm gonna take them rest of them little trees there that's all hung up in there. that the birds are using. That algae, I'm gonna pressure wash all that. Just got a couple little projects over here. These people always treat me good. But yeah, so I got my uncle's job, his little project caught up. I'm dropping off a price list, and I'll be starting another mulch job over here. Just a small little 1 yard job, real quick, real easy. But there was a point to this video, and the point to the video today is, if you want to start a lawn care business, maybe you're considering it, maybe it's something you're thinking about for a long time, maybe just because of the way the economy is right now, you're laid off, and that's something that you know how to do, and you see the grass is always growing, and you know you can make money to feed your family. Make that leap, and just know, like I've said before, it's not easy, but it's so much better than being on the factory floor. It's so much better than working your life away for somebody else. I had a rough winter this year. I'm saving back a little bit for next winter. A winter fund is what they call it. But I'm able to now actually start being able to make money, have a little bit of freedom. I bought a couple of GoPros and a Milwaukee backpack sprayer, and I'm able to buy things now. But it ain't like that. Like, this is technically my first spring, but second year. I started last summer. I'm so thankful that I stuck it out, because it was a really hard time last year. Really hard time. Anybody's followed my channel for a while, you know this property. Of course, I ain't gonna show you. I don't know if anybody's home. You'll be able to see it behind me. I dropped a whole gallon of paint off of this roof behind. Oh, you can't see it because these wood sides, but I dropped a whole gallon of paint off of the sides of this, right on top of his blacktop driveway. A whole gallon of paint got kicked off, and I recorded it in one of my earlier videos. That was one of the worst moments of my life. But it got rough this winter. If you want to start a business, I think you should. I think you'll be successful. We're gonna catch back up with you. Hold on, I gotta run this up here. While I sit and wait on this grasshopper to get going, I'm going to tell you a story about this grasshopper for anybody new that's new to the channel. As you know, I got an Exmark Quest SP that I got off my friend Ray. Me and him, we had talked about that mower for months before I went down there. The Exmark Quest to him was this grasshopper for me. When he first got into the business, he was doing the same thing I was, using the sit-down LT5. The sit-down LT5 units. You know, regular garden tractors and different things like that. And it just makes you feel like you're not really in business, you know what I mean? It just makes you feel like you're just the guy cutting grass. Well, after we had a departure with some of the guys I was working with, some people thought one thing, I thought another thing, and then it just kind of just didn't really work out. You know, things happen, you know, different objectives and, you know, mixed emotions. You got, you know, no one's really, in your first year, no one's really making money, so you try to have, you know, 3 guys working together trying to make money, and it's hard to do. They say the only ships that don't sail are partnerships. Mike Gunn told me that. And that's true. But after what happened to me last year, I didn't have a mower. I got left without a mower. And it's to no fault no one's else. You know, I could have borrowed one and I could have made it work. But I had about $1,000 saved up, and I took every bit of the money I had and I went and bought that grasshopper. That was the first commercial unit I've ever used. It was just, it needed a lot of work. The main seal kept going out on it. Me and Connor worked on it. But, you know, it got me through the season and helped me get through my fall cleanups. And it did what it needed to do. It only lasted a couple months, but of course I didn't take the best care of it, and I haven't put a whole lot of work into it because I started making a little bit more money. And also, it was winter time, and then Ray called me, and then he told me he wanted to give me that. He told me he wanted to give me that X-Mark. But this mower right here, to him, it made him feel like he was a legitimate lawn care company. Last year when I was left with nothing and I went and spent $1,000 on this mower, it made me feel like I'm an actual lawn care company, that I can actually do this, you know. And there's these sentimental things that you find along the way, just like in regular life, and this mower is that to me. So my goal with this mower is it's going to be used for cleanups. It's so big, dude. These grasshoppers are so big, so long. They're heavy. This mower needs a lot of work. So I'm going to try to get it going today while it's on my off day. I got to get it down to the shop. I'm willing to put a new engine on it if it needs it. I want to get it back into really good shape, running shape, because there's all different kinds of attachments you can put on these grasshoppers, from aerators, aeravators, dethatchers, like I'm pretty sure there's brush cutters. There's all kinds of stuff you can do with these grasshoppers where they got that 3-point hitch or whatever it's called on the front of them. That deck comes off. That's got a 52 inch deck on it, and someone was selling a 48. So I see it on Facebook Marketplace. That's kind of reason I'm trying to get it back going. But I'd like to get my goal is to get this mower back going, start using it again, get another trailer. I got another truck, so I'd like to get another 5x8 trailer. Well, that don't fit on a 5x8. That don't fit on a 5x8, I'm telling you. But I'd like to get another trailer and outfit it to where I can just have someone go do some residentials for me, maybe through the weekend. You know, that just, you know, like my brother, he needs a little bit of work, you know, and I can generate a little bit more work to where I can help him out, but I don't have time to do it. So I don't know. This mower right here is that for me. You know what I mean? For what the X-Mark Plus for Ray, this grasshopper is for me. I love this grasshopper. There's so much you can do with it. I just got to get it going. And my grass is looking really shabby. Old Braxton over here, he's 12, 10, 11. I don't know how old he is. He runs this whole trailer park cutting grass, and I pay him to mow mine, but he's been slipping. So I'm going to have to get on to him. I don't know. We're going to try to get this. I'm going to try to get this back going here. And tomorrow we'll be mowing the cemetery again.